Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Agashi here, where I do dramas, reviews, and movies, anything you guys suggest, and do my unboxing of whatever I have out there that I would like to share and show with you guys. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like. Now let's go ahead and jump into the video. Hello everybody, Agashi here. So today I'm doing a Chinese drama review on the drama called Love is an Accident. The trailer came out a year ago and I was like, oh, when is it coming out? And yeah, finally it's here. It has a total of 32 episodes. It airs Monday through Thursday. I watched the first 20 episodes already, I know, and it's about to end within like a week or so. But I just wanted to share you guys my thoughts and recaps of the first 20 episodes. So I'm gonna go over the cast, synopsis, and the first 20 episodes with you guys. So as for our cast, we have Xin Fei as Li Chuyan and Zhu Kai-chen as An Jingjiao, and then Xu Fengzhu as An Jilin, and then we have Yang Geng as Dong Huang, and then we have Wang Yingyun as Hong Fei, and we have Gao Man-er as Bai Ji, and then Jin Yuxi as Li Chuyang, and then Wang Wei-hua as Zhu Wei. So synopsis straightforward: a girl falls upon the Chiryu's mountain pavilion or village pavilion, something like that, and never imagined she would be posing as the young master's future wife. And in that they go through cases, solving, trying to find justice between their two worlds. So, recap on the first 20 episodes. The drama starts off in the ancient time while An Jingjiao is actually getting attacked at night by assassins. At the same time, Li Chuyan is coming home from work and there's like a drama playing on TV, which is him. That's funny. She goes into her room and her brother's there like stealing money from her. They like get into argument and fighting and stuff like that. Her parents come in. They're a really loving family, and she went to like this event. She won this meteorite, and then like she put it beside her bed, and we learn she's only 22 years old. Her parents said it's time to find a boyfriend, get married. She has no boyfriend. She has no way of reaching her dreams of becoming a fashion designer, but she doesn't care. We see that she do suffer a bit in career-wise and everything, but she's always pushing forward. She's always positive. She doesn't care about any of that. Anyways, in the ancient time, An Jingjiao is actually trying to figure out who's plotting to kill him and all these like family politics stuff. Later that night, he hears talking coming to him from his bed, and we do see a little bit glance. The meteorite is also embedded on his bed too, thinking it's someone else. Like he's thinking someone's doing like witchery stuff on him, but it turns out, they have meteorites and they each have it. It's next to their bed, and then it connects them to be able to talk to each other. Later that night, as they both went to bed, Chuyan ends up falling into his world off of his ceiling onto his bed on top of him, thinking she's dreaming, and then he thinks she's an assassin, and then but truth comes out, she's nobody. She's just trying to get home, so she gets stuck in his world for a bit and ends up making a deal with him before she can go home, and then but she's like, I have to use his bed to go home because that's how I came from, to thinking that's the way to go home. She must pretend to be his soon-to-be bride as he's getting arranged to marry all these other girls that he doesn't want to, so he's using her as his way to get away. Anyways, she gets to meet his family, his grandma, and the girl who's actually like likes him, Bai Jing, and then she becomes like a target at first. Like Chuyan becomes a target at first, but An Jingjiao is always protecting her, and we can tell instantly, like the first 3 episodes, he's in love with her. This dude has fallen in love with her, like love at first sight with her, but she has no interest in him. She's just trying to find the perfect opportunity to escape, get back to the bed, go home, and life is like complicated already at home for her, so she's just like, I gotta get back, But episode 6, on the night of their wedding, he is like, he likes her, so he's ready to consummate their marriage and everything. And as he, as she keeps stalling and he kisses her, it brings them back to the modern world, her time. And it's been like 7 days since she's been gone, so she ends up losing her job. Now she's trying to get back to becoming a fashion designer another way. And An Jingjiao tries to get along, but he adapts automatically quickly to the modern world she's in, but he keeps keeps like hurrying her up because he's trying to get back home because things are happening at home. He's trying to save his dad. He's trying to find out, you know, the killer to his family and all stuff like that, who keeps trying to assassinate him, all things like that. So they both believe that it has something to do whenever they kiss that brings them that, but they like travel their world, but they don't understand that's the meteorite yet. And on that, and like there's like other things that plays into it that can travel them. So being back home, Chuyen focuses on her work, and he's like worried about things going on at home. She gets another job alongside an actual designer, and An Ji-sung starts to get along with Chuyen's brother, which is Chuyang, and they start calling him brother-in-law. And you know, he starts to look for clues into the modern world to kind of like help him of what happens in the past and what, like, you know, all these things like that. And so he's trying to like look for ancient stuff, look for clues, we look for what happened then during that time period, all of that, and while he's in the modern time. Anyway, so we get to episode 11. An Ji-sung is actually able to go back into his world, and he brings Chuyang along with him to protect him, to kind of like see what's in that world, you know, because the brother wants to go. And they already like figured, by this point they figured out already that it's a meteorite that helps them travel between their two different worlds, but it's also involving lightning and thunders, because the night that she came, lightning and thunder was happening, and the night that they got back to her world, that also happened. But it's like the size of lightning and thunder that happened. If it's little, they can't like travel. They can send message to each other, but they can't go, you know. So, and anyway, he's back into his world, and he brings the brother, and then she worries about him, and she don't want to go in the first place, so she ends up following them, and they spend a lot of time over there and finding out that, you know, his uncle Chue is like up behind all of this and trying to dig through all of that. And then they eventually travel back to her modern world, and then Donghua, his guard, actually ends up going with them, protecting them, trying to figure out, retrieve certain things. And in the modern world, An Ji-sung actually requests for like this sword, kind of like some engraving on there. So if you actually look at the trailer, there's an old guy who's actually looking for that sword, and looks like that old guy, that traveling happened before for him and his loved one. So as you see, you already don't know how the meteorite exists in the first place. Like for An Ji-sung, he said that that night when he was a kid, it happened, it fell, and then from the sky, and his dad engraved it to a bed because he liked it onto his bed. And then for her, she wanted at like a prizing or something like that, banquet, and so for whatever reason it brought them together. So kind of like in the trailer, it looks like that happened before too. So if you really think about it, if you guys seen Korean drama, The King, Internal Monarch, where the maid lady that takes care of Lee Min-ho or Egon, where she's from a different world, it's like that. The old guy is something like that will probably hint to us about how they're able to travel or why it's even this way, you know. But anyways, you know, An Ji-sung, he's like poisoned, and he goes like back and forth between the world. Eventually Donghua and Chuyang comes back to the ancient time, and now his father is all better, recovering, capturing his uncle. His father wants him to marry the real Han Won-jin, which like they first lie in the first place, that it was supposed to be Chuyen, but it wasn't, which led to, you know, is actually Hang Woo-chi is actually Chuyang's maid, which is Tao Yong. And then so father's like sickness is like forcing An Ji-sung to marry, but he loves Chuyang. So, and then his brother Jin is actually becoming evil, and like because he's in love with Chuyang, and he's discovering, like he discovered her cell phone. He was able to do all these things to unlock the phone, seeing that okay, there's different worlds. So he's determined to make sure that, you know, he gets hurt and his brother dies and bad things happen to him, you know. So his brother's turning very bad, but that's that. But so far the drama is very good. I'm liking it. The flow of it is really great. We're already like more than halfway done. It's just kind of very straight to the point, you know. Everything, you're just kind of getting everything to the straight to the point. And we obviously know, you know, or I don't know whether they're gonna end up being in the present time or in the past. And I kind of look at it like, or like if they're gonna like travel between two worlds, because if this kind of reminds you, the whole stone thinking and traveling like that, this reminds you of Cinderella's chef, where it's like the stone that she travels, but it only happens like during the blood moon and stuff like that. So that's how she was able to go in the first place, and then she brought back to the modern time, and she waited and waited, and eventually she chose to go back and to live in the past with him. So that's like Cinderella's ship. So for this, it's like the meteorite that they can travel. So I have a feeling that like from the trailers and everything, it looks like he does come one more time to her time where she actually succeed in becoming a fashion designer, but I think she's gonna choose to go back and live with him. But and then they actually do fully get married in the past, but I don't know, you know, like it doesn't give me a clue of like, okay, which time period or where are they staying in. So we'll see. But actually, like, that's what's getting to me of trying to figure out, okay, are they gonna be in his world or her world, you know, because in her world it's obviously her family, in his world it's like his whole palace or resident people. He's like, you know, nobleman, you know, so all that. But honestly, I've seen a ton of Su Kai-chen's drama, and I'll be very honest with you guys, he's very, very good at portraying his character to falling like loving and falling in love with the female lead. So you could totally see in the first couple episodes of like how in love he was already, his character Ah Ji-chun was in love already with Soo-young, and throughout everything, like, he's just loving her more and more, and it's just so cute, you know. So I really like it. And I know the very first drama I ever reviewed with you guys with him was Well Intended Love. Like, honestly, I get it. It was like okay, why would you do that, you know, his character to lying to a girl that she got cancer so she marry you. But obviously he likes her, and like throughout of it, like just him showing his love for her and showing that he's totally in love with her, it was really, really well done. And you know, I seen him in one of my other one that I really like was A Female Student Comes to Scholar School or something like that, where with Joshi, like, even though he was like an older character and in age, he is an older character for them, he really showed his caring and loving for her, like, even though she's very childish, and it's very cute. So I actually really like it. And then it's a very adorable drama too. So I really like this one, and I'm really looking forward to how it ends. I hope it does not disappoint me, but as you guys can tell just by my review like this, I'm really enjoying it. So I do look forward to see how it's gonna end, and I don't know which world they're gonna end up living in. And in my opinion, I hope they can keep crossing path, you know, crossing the different worlds and everything. But we'll see how it is. But yeah, that's it for the drama review on Love is an Accident. Do check it out if you guys had not. And if you guys want to know the ending, let me know. I'll do another ending review for you guys. I mean, there's only like 12 episodes left, so, you know, check it out if you guys have not. But yeah, it's a very good drama, and I highly recommend it. But that's it for today's drama review, and I'll see you guys next time.